Welcome back to The Deep Dive, where we unpack your sources to bring you the most important nuggets of knowledge and insight. Today, we're cutting through the noise to deliver the definitive Aweber vs. Email Octopus June 2025 update. And trust us, you'll want to hear every detail.
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't just, another comparison. It's really your shortcut to being properly well-informed about these two major players in email marketing.
Right.
You'll get the knowledge quickly, but thoroughly. We'll uncover some perhaps surprising facts, maybe trigger a few aha moments without, overwhelming you with just tons of data.
Exactly. We want to offer multiple perspectives, help you understand not just what these platforms do, but really why it matters for you.
Mm-hmm. And this deep dive, it's going to provide some really crucial insights, stuff that could shape your marketing strategy, save you time, and, well, ultimately impact your bottom line.
Yeah, whether you're just starting out, maybe a seasoned content creator, or a small business owner just looking to optimize things. Setting the stage. Understanding our contenders. Okay, let's unpack this then. Aweber first. Founded way, way back in 1998. I mean, that's practically ancient history in internet terms.
It really is. They're a true pioneer, but importantly, they're far from old school.
No, definitely not. They've constantly evolved, haven't they? Staying kind of at the forefront.
That's what's fascinating, yeah. How Aweber consistently positions itself as this comprehensive email marketing and automation solution. Primarily, they say, for small businesses and content creators looking to grow.
Right.
Their main message, you see it on their site, is basically connect, automate, and sell your vision. And they've added quite advanced capabilities over time, managing customer relationships, driving conversions.
And those recent updates, June 2025.
Big ones, especially around AI assistance and much more sophisticated workflow automation. It really underscores this strategic push towards, well, intelligent, efficient marketing.
So not resting on their laurels at all.
Not a bit. They're actively reinventing to meet market demands. And the platform itself, it covers a lot of ground: email creation, audience management, landing pages, even e-commerce, and now, these advanced AI capabilities.
There's a wide array of tools.
A very wide array. It
Yeah.
aims to be that sort of all-in-one hub. And the pricing reflects that, too. You've got free, light, plus, and unlimited plans.
So it scales.
Exactly. It scales features and capacity, trying to cater from, brand new ventures right up to growing enterprises.
Okay. And then we have Email Octopus.
Yeah.
Newer kid on the block, right? Founded 2015.
Yep, quite a bit newer. And their approach feels almost like the polar opposite of Aweber's more is more.
Yeah, it's like they took a look and said, hang on, what if we just nail the core stuff, the essentials, and make it super accessible?
Precisely. Email Octopus consciously embraces that less is more philosophy. Their mission seems to be making email marketing intuitive, accessible, quick to master. The focus is squarely on providing the essentials.
And that lets them be more affordable.
Significantly so, often around half the price of competitors, which is, a major selling point. And it's not because they aren't developing. It's a very deliberate strategic choice. They want to win a specific market segment.
Okay.
They're not trying to be this sprawling marketing cloud. They want to be the best at foundational email marketing.
And who's that for, specifically?
They're pretty explicit about it. Budget-conscious users needing a straightforward, easy-to-navigate tool. So beginners, small businesses, independent creators, authors, bloggers, and nonprofits, too.
People who value that user-friendly interface and quick learning curve.
Exactly. Those are highlighted as key benefits. And their functionality is built around these 4 pillars. Grow your audience forms, landing pages, build beautiful emails, templates, editor, automate your marketing, sequences, triggers, and analyze your results, reports. Simple structure.
So why these two specifically for this deep dive?
Because understanding their fundamental differences, their core philosophies, is just crucial for anyone trying to make a smart decision about their email platform.
Whether you're starting out or looking to scale up.
Right. It's not just picking a tool off the shelf. It's about aligning that tool with your specific business needs, your growth path, both now and, down the line.
So the big question then is,
are you looking for that all-encompassing solution, the one that's evolving with AI and advanced tech? Or do you need a streamlined, cost-effective tool that just handles the fundamentals exceptionally well?
and this deep dive aims to give you the insights to make that choice.
Exactly. We'll give you the high-level summaries, but also those memorable details that stick, exploring how that core philosophy translates into actual features, pricing, the whole user experience.
Empowering you to choose the platform that best serves your mission. 2, core philosophy and target audience. Who are they for?
So connecting this to the bigger picture again, Aweber. They're aiming to be that complete digital marketing and automation solution.
The whole package.
Pretty much. They target small businesses, content creators, sure, but also definitely those looking to scale, offering robust capabilities for growing businesses.
And that history, since '98, gives them a foundation.
It allows them to continuously adapt, meeting modern demands, particularly in, like we said, automation, AI, and integrating with a really broad ecosystem of other business tools. They want to be central.
Okay. Email Octopus, though.
Yeah.
Laser-focused. Simplicity, affordability.
Right. Not trying to be everything to everyone, deliberately avoiding that feature bloat you sometimes see in these big all-in-one hubs.
It's a conscious choice. Stick to the niche.
Exactly. Their target audience, again, budget-conscious folks, organizations that prioritize a straightforward, easy tool, that user-friendly interface, the quick learning curve.
Ideal for beginners, indie creators, nonprofits.
People who need to grasp email marketing quickly without feeling intimidated by a super complex interface. For them, sometimes too many features is actually a barrier, not a benefit.
And this difference in philosophy, it directly hits the pricing and the feature set. It's not just talk. It affects your wallet and your workflow.
Absolutely. Aweber's tiered pricing free, light, plus, unlimited, it reflects that scalable feature set. You start with essentials, you unlock more advanced stuff as you go up, plus those transaction fees if you use their e-commerce.
Designed to grow with you.
Supposedly, yes. Email Octopus, meanwhile, they have that forever free starter plan. And it's quite generous on subscriber limits, actually. Up to 2,500 subs, 10,000 cents a month.
Sounds great, but what's the catch?
The catch is the strict functional limitations on core features. Things like automation steps, custom fields, tags, even how long they keep your report data.
Okay. Give me an example.
Sure. So a blogger might start with one simple newsletter form. Fine. But say they create their third lead magnet, maybe an ebook download to segment their audience. Boom, they've hit the free plan limit for landing pages and forms.
So they're stuck.
Or they have to upgrade to the pro plan. It becomes a functional necessity for any real growth. It effectively creates this growth tax.
You can start free, but expansion likely means paying.
That's the model. Get you in the door, but make the upgrade compelling as soon as you start seeing some success or needing more flexibility. 3. Crafting your message. Email creation and design capabilities.
Okay, let's unpack the actual email building experience. Aweber first. Sounds like they really lean into giving you all the tools, right?
Yeah.
Focusing on making it super fast and easier.
Yeah, their email creation tools are pretty comprehensive. They prioritize user-friendliness and visual consistency. The core is that drag-and-drop builder. No code needed, easy design.
Standard stuff, but they've enhanced it.
They have. They talk about email editing improvements for faster writing. They've added things like keyboard shortcuts, like typing to quickly add elements and an inline emoji picker, little things that speed up workflow.
But it's powerful, too, not just easy.
Oh, definitely. The builder supports a huge variety of content elements. Text, headings, lists, quotes, but also more advanced stuff. Images, video links, buttons, social feeds, product blocks, coupons.
You mentioned something about an RSS feed element.
Yeah, the feed element. That's quite unique, especially for content creators. It dynamically pulls in your latest content, blog posts, YouTube vids, podcasts from an RSS feed. It even expands the URLs into these nice preview cards.
So you can automate content promotion within your email.
Exactly. Big time saver. Plus, they've got direct Canva integration for images, a built-in stock image gallery, visuals are well covered. And for advanced users, there's still an HTML editor.
What about making sure emails look good everywhere?
They focus on that too. Mobile editor plus email and mobile previews that simulate how it'll look in different inboxes and on devices. They also have this smart designer tool.
What does that do?
You give it your website URL, and it analyzes it to create branded email templates for you in seconds. Pretty slick for getting brand consistency quickly.
Plus templates and pre-written campaigns.
Hundreds of professionally designed templates, yeah, categorized by purpose, and pre-written campaigns to get you started.
Okay, so Email Octopus, are they matching that huge toolkit or sticking to their essentials vibe here?
They definitely stick to their less is more philosophy, but it's still a flexible environment. Their drag-and-drop editor gets a lot of praise for its simplicity, its clean interface. It's very easy to use, especially for beginners.
Still got options for advanced users.
Yep, There's a code your own HTML editor for total control, and they offer a pre-tested plain text template for those simple emails that need to render well absolutely everywhere.
Templates.
They have a library cited as over 30 mobile-friendly pre-built templates. You can also save your own designs as custom templates and set up global style settings for brand colors and fonts.
And the content blocks. Fairly standard.
Pretty standard, yeah. Text, title, image button, video link thumbnail, social buttons, divider, code block for custom HTML snippets. You get basic structural rows and columns.
Campaign setup options.
Yeah.
Scheduling, tracking.
Yep. You can set pre-header text, schedule sending, including time zone specific sending and toggle tracking per campaign, desktop mobile previews, test emails, the usual checks. Pro users can remove the sent with Email Octopus's branding too.
Okay, but you mentioned a critical omission.
Ah, yes. This is a big one. Email Octopus lacks a native A/B testing feature for subject lines, for content, anything.
Really? How do you optimize then?
The official recommendation is to manually split your list, create 2 separate campaigns, send them, and then compare the results yourself.
That sounds inefficient and probably less accurate.
It is much less efficient, much less reliable. It's a very clear signal that their strategic priority is the simplicity of creation, not the deep optimization of campaign results through testing.
Interesting trade-off. Now, AI. This is where Aweber seems to be pulling ahead, especially with the June 2025 updates.
Massively. Aweber has gone deep on AI integration across the platform. It's not just one feature, it's woven in. They've got an AI writing assistant to help overcome writer's block, AI-generated suggestions for subject lines.
Trying to tackle common pain points.
Exactly. And a prime example is the automated newsletter assistant. This thing can automatically draft weekly newsletters in your voice using your blog or site content without you even needing to prompt it.
Wow. That's potentially huge for busy creators.
It's a potential game changer, yeah. Streamlining a really time-consuming process. The whole goal of their AI push seems to be reducing manual effort, improving personalization, driving higher engagement. It positions them as genuinely AI-enhanced.
And Email Octopus on the AI front.
They have an AI chatbot for customer support, which uses AI to answer questions based on their knowledge base. But nothing mentioned about AI for content creation or design within the main platform itself.
Just clear advantage Aweber in the AI department right now.
Definitely seems that way based on the latest updates. All at V, automating your marketing, from simple sequences to complex journeys.
Okay, automation. Super important for saving time, personalizing messages. What's Aweber bringing to the table here, especially with those June 2025 workflow updates? They've always had autoresponders, but...
Right, but this is a big step up. Their email automation and workflow capabilities are now, well, a much more robust suite. The core is this visual workflow editor, and that campaign's transition to workflows update you mentioned from June 2025. That's significant.
How so? What changed?
It directly addresses some older critiques that Aweber's autoresponders felt a bit too linear, lacking that true visual builder feel. The new workflows still use the same triggers, like when someone subscribes or gets a tag, but the automation itself is smarter.
Smarter how?
The key enhancement is split paths for dynamic journeys. This uses conditional logic. So, based on a subscriber's action or inaction, you can guide them down different paths.
Give me an example.
Okay, say someone opens message 1 in your welcome sequence. They could go down path A, maybe get a special offer. If they don't open it within, say, 3 days, they automatically get routed down path B, perhaps a reminder or a different kind of message.
So much more personalized journeys based on actual behavior.
Exactly. Highly personalized content delivery, big potential for improving engagement, and another major addition, built-in A/B split testing within the workflow.
Oh, interesting. So you don't need separate campaigns to test things.
Nope. You can test subject lines, content variations, send times, whatever, directly inside the workflow itself. Much more streamlined for optimization.
What other actions can you do in these workflows?
Standard stuff like send a message, wait for a set time, apply tag or remove tag for segmentation, but also that check feed action again.
The RSS thing.
Yeah. It monitors RSS feeds your blog, YouTube channel, Etsy shop, podcast, and when new content appears, it can automatically trigger an email. Super valuable for content amplification.
Wow, okay. So Aweber has really leaped from basic autoresponders to sophisticated behavior-driven automation with integrated testing. That feels like a massive improvement. Huge time saver potential.
It really is a significant overhaul. Now, Email Octopus also has an automation engine, and despite their simplicity branding, it actually allows for surprisingly sophisticated state management of a subscriber's journey. They have a visual workflow builder, too.
Okay. What kind of triggers and steps do they offer?
Triggers are quite flexible.
Yeah.
Contact added, field updated, tag added, removed, even things like anniversary of date, good for birthdays, or triggering based on specific date for, say, webinar reminders. And you can add filters to these triggers.
Yeah, and the steps within the automation.
You've got send email, wait, and then a powerful condition step. This is your IELTS branch. And the conditions can be based on contact details, tags, engagement with regular campaigns, or, and this is quite powerful, even engagement with other automated emails within that same sequence.
Okay, so you can build complex logic.
You definitely can. Segmenting by engagement, moving people between paths. The action step then lets you manage the contact, update a field, remove a tag, unsubscribe them, or even trigger a different automation sequence.
That sounds more capable than I might have guessed from their essentials focus. You could build proper nurture funnels with that.
Absolutely. The underlying architecture is there for sophisticated funnels, tagging engaged users, sending different content to non-responders. It's possible. However,
Here comes the catch again, the plan limitations.
Exactly. This is where it gets really stark, especially for free users. The starter plan, the free one, you're limited to just 3 automation sequences in total. And critically, each sequence can only have a maximum of 5 steps.
5 steps, that's tiny.
It's incredibly restrictive. A simple 3 email welcome sequence is already send email steps plus maybe 2 wait steps. That's your 5 steps gone.
So you can't even add a condition,
Yeah.
like an IFL's branch.
Functionally, no, because a condition step creates 2 paths, and you'd need steps for both the yes and no outcomes. With only 5 steps total, a single condition leaves you maybe 1 step for each path. It's just not workable for anything beyond the absolute basics.
So the automation on the free plan is essentially just a demo.
Pretty much. It prevents any practical long-term use and becomes a very strong driver to upgrade to the Pro plan, where you get, I think, up to 650 steps per sequence. A huge difference.
Right. So summarizing automation. Aweber seems to have the clear edge now for complex branching journeys, especially with integrated A/B testing and that RSS feed trigger. Email Octopus has capable logic, but you really need the paid plan to use it effectively.
That's the crux of it. Understand your current and future automation needs. Aweber's evolution here is significant, making them very competitive for complex personalization. Email Octopus is logical, but heavily gated on the free tier. For content creators, Aweber's automated content distribution features offer very direct time-saving benefits. V-building and nurturing your audience. Management, segmentation, and deliverability.
Okay, so you're sending emails, you're automating. Now managing that audience, making sure you reach the right people, keeping lists clean, and crucially, getting those emails delivered. How does Aweber handle this side of things?
Aweber provides pretty robust tools for managing your email lists. You can do bulk imports, and importantly, they say they screen those imports against a big database of known undeliverable addresses.
So trying to ensure list quality from the start.
Seems like it. You can easily search subscribers, review their info, see everyone across all lists, standard export to CSV, data backup options. You can use custom fields to collect more data for personalization, and their system tracks subscriber activity, clicks, opens, etc.
What about segmentation? Targeting specific groups.
They have standard segmentation based on treats, behavior, purchase history, but they're also leveraging AI here with something called dynamic segmentation.
AI-driven segments. How's that work?
Apparently, AI agents can create and continuously update segments based on real-time subscriber behavior, purchase history, engagement levels, potentially leading to much more intelligent targeting without constant manual tweaking.
Interesting. And tagging.
Yep, a tagging system to automatically categorize subscribers based on interactions, which helps with dynamic list management. Now, Email Octopus also covers the essentials for contact management. You can upload contacts via CSV. They support custom fields, but again, there's a limit on the free plan, only 10 per list. The Pro plan gets you 50.
And tags. Same deal.
Same deal. Limited to 10 unique tags on the starter plan, 50 on Pro. These limits on custom fields and tags on the free plan could be quite restrictive if you want sophisticated segmentation.
What about list hygiene? Keeping things clean.
Email Octopus includes automatic bounce handling for hard bounces and automatic complaint handling for spam reports, both automatically unsubscribed contacts, which is crucial for protecting your sender reputation.
Okay, so some free plan limits again. But you said their segmentation engine itself is surprisingly robust despite the simplicity branding.
Yes, this is an important point. While the branding is simple, the segmentation engine under the hood is quite powerful. You can build segments using criteria from custom fields, tags, and campaign activity like who opened or clicked a specific email.
And you can combine conditions.
Yes, and this is key. You can use all, AND, any, or R, or none LT operators, so you can build really precise segments. For example, contacts tagged customer ND who did not click the link in campaign X880, whose last purchase date field is older than 90 days. That's pretty granular targeting.
That sounds like enterprise-grade logic almost.
It really is. It offers significant value, perhaps more than their branding might suggest. On the subscriber-facing side, they offer profile pages for subscribers to manage their info, but that's pro plan only. And everyone gets the standard unsubscribe page, of course.
Okay, let's talk deliverability and compliance.
Yes.
Non-negotiables, right? Making sure emails land in the inbox and you're following the rules.
Absolutely critical. Aweber puts a strong emphasis here. They talk about having in-house deliverability experts. They offer spam filter testing tools, and they focus on domain authentication, DKM, and SPF.
Those technical things that verify you are who you say you are.
Exactly. And a key June 2025 update specifically mentions making DKIM setup and DMRC setup easier. DMRC is another layer of authentication. This is super important because Gmail and Yahoo got much stricter with sender requirements this year. Easier setup is a big plus.
What else on deliverability and hygiene?
They mention list pruning, comprehensive bounce management, suppression lists, the works.
In compliance, GDPR, CAN spam.
Yep, they cover CAN spam, GDPR compliance with specific features like compliant forms, consent management. They hold Privacy Shield and PCI security certifications. Account security seems robust too. Monitoring, tiered access, encryption, backups.
Sounds very thorough, almost like an enterprise security posture.
It's quite comprehensive. They also mention help with data security audits and breach notifications.
Okay, but you mentioned something unique about Aweber and accessibility.
Right. This is really interesting. They offer the Aweber Accessibility Widget. It's an AI and assistive tech tool designed to help make your web content compliant with WCAG and 8AA standards.
So making content accessible for people with disabilities.
Exactly. The widget offers over 70 features, which is impressive. Things like a screen reader mode, options for dyslexia-friendly fonts, text magnifiers, high contrast modes, color blindness simulations, even voice navigation and talk and type features.
Wow. And AI for images.
Yeah, AI-based automated image alt text remediation. It also gives your content an accessibility score. This is quite forward-thinking. It broadens your potential audience significantly and, importantly, reduces legal risks related to web accessibility. Very unique offering in this space.
What about Email Octopus on compliance and security?
They cover the critical fundamentals, too. Two-factor authentication for accounts. DKM and SPF authentication essential for deliverability. You can send using your own domain. They state they're GDPR compliant and mandate things like unsubscribe links and physical addresses for CAN spam. They also have a campaign review system to check for potential spam or abuse before sending.
So the takeaway seems to be Aweber goes really deep on proactive compliance, security certifications, and adds that unique accessibility focus. Email Octopus covers the necessary legal and security bases reliably, but perhaps without that same extensive proactive depth.
That sounds about right. Aweber feels more like a comprehensive shield, while Email Octopus ensures the essential protections are in place, fitting its overall philosophy. 6. Expanding beyond email. Web presence and monetization tools. Moving beyond just sending emails, Aweber really extends its capabilities into essential web presence tools. Their landing page builder is a core part of this.
Aimed mainly at lead generation and sales, I assume.
Primarily, yes. Creating those single web pages to drive specific actions. They offer hundreds of professionally designed mobile responsive templates across many industries. It uses their drag-and-drop editor, allows custom domains, integrates with Canva.
What kind of elements can you add to these landing pages?
Text, images, video, buttons, sign-up forms, social links, even smart content blocks, rows, columns. Pretty flexible. You can customize sign-up form settings, page properties like URL and SEO details, and easily add tracking like Google Analytics or the Facebook Pixel. They specifically mention support for video landing pages too.
And sign-up forms, are they separate?
They have a dedicated sign-up form builder, again, aiming for ease of use, mobile optimization, unlimited forms, even on the free plan, which is good. You can embed them or Aweber hosts them for you.
Different types of forms, pop-ups.
Yep. Inline, popover, lightbox, standard, pop-up. With display options like animation, delay timers, recurrence rules, they also offer A/B split testing for sign-up forms to optimize conversion rates.
Okay, landing pages, forms. What else?
Web push notifications, those little browser pop-ups you can subscribe to on websites.
Why? For sending timely updates.
Exactly. Promoting content, boosting engagement for website visitors who opt in. Setup seems straightforward, requires HTTPS, involves adding a code snippet. You can send notifications with a title, message, link, basic analytics included.
But the really interesting part is the direct monetization, right?
Yeah.
Especially for creators. Can you actually sell stuff through Aweber?
Yes, and this is where they really lean into that all-in-one idea. They have a full e-commerce platform built in. You can sell a wide range of things directly from your Aweber landing pages.
Like
Digital products, physical goods apparently, webinars, memberships, online courses, even collect tips and donations.
how does the payment side work?
They support recurring subscriptions monthly, quarterly, annual. Payment processing is integrated via Stripe, and they support over 100 currencies. Adding products seems simple, just a few clicks.
And it connects to their automation.
Yes, crucially. You can use tags triggered by purchases to start automation workflows. So deliver purchase content automatically, segment buyers, etc. There's button customization, receipt customization.
Are there fees?
Yes, transaction fees on sales. 0.60% for the Plus plan, 1.00% for Lite and Free plans. They also provide sales tracking reports, including that revenue per email metric we discussed.
And one more thing, link in bio.
Right. They offer a dedicated link in bio page feature, like Linktree, but built into Aweber, aimed at helping you consolidate your social media links, drive traffic, and make sales from your social profiles.
So Aweber is seriously trying to be that one-stop shop. Email, landing pages, forms, push notifications, e-commerce, link in bio.
Yeah.
Consolidating a lot of tools.
That definitely seems to be the strategy. Reduce the need for multiple separate services. Now, Email Octopus, keeping with their theme, offers effective lead capture, but it's more focused.
Landing pages and forms again.
Yes. They have a landing page builder with a drag-and-drop editor, mobile-friendly templates, though only 5 are mentioned: SEO settings, analytics integration. But
limits on the free plan.
You guessed it. Maximum of 3 landing pages on the starter plan. Unlimited on Pro. Same story for subscription forms inline, pop-up, slide-in banner formats, 5 templates each, display triggers, but only 3 forms allowed on the free plan.
So again, those tools are more like demos on the free tier. If you're actively growing your audience with multiple lead magnets or offers, you'll need to upgrade that growth tax again.
Exactly. It's a very consistent pattern. In terms of direct monetization, Email Octopus doesn't have that built-in e-commerce engine like Aweber. They have native integrations, like with PayHip, to connect e-commerce customers to your lists.
But no built-in abandoned cart emails or product blocks.
Not natively within their core platform, no. Their focus remains on sending the emails and basic lead capture. For sophisticated sales funnels, abandoned cart recovery, product recommendations within emails, you'd rely on integrating with dedicated e-commerce platforms.
Right, so the big picture here. If simplifying your tech stack and selling directly from your marketing platform is a high priority, Aweber offers that integrated, one-stop shop experience.
Which raises that important question again. How much do you value having everything under one roof versus using potentially best-of-breed tools for each function and integrating them?
Aweber's betting on the value of consolidation.
Absolutely. Including web push and link in bio, alongside e-commerce, aims to centralize online presence management. Email Octopus focuses on core email and lead capture, relying on integrations for the rest, keeping their platform lean but requiring you to manage more connections externally. 7. Connecting your tech. Integrations and API capabilities. Okay, integrations. How well do these platforms play with others? Aweber positions itself as a real central hub here. They boast connections to over 750 plus other tools.
750 plus drips. That's a lot. What kind of tools?
All sorts. Numerous direct integrations. Payment processors like PayPal, Stripe, e-commerce giants like Shopify, WooCommerce, website builders like WordPress, ClickFunnels, form tools like Typeform, social media like Facebook Lead Ads, ManyChat, scheduling like Calendly, CRMs like HubSpot, online course platforms like Teachable, Kajabi. The list is extensive.
And beyond direct integrations.
Zapier, of course. That opens up connections to thousands more apps, letting you build custom automations without code. They also integrate with IFTTT for simpler task automation.
What if you need something really custom? Developer needs.
Aweber seems well equipped here too. They provide comprehensive API documentation, and they explicitly offer custom API integration support. You can email their engineering team directly for help.
Dedicated API support. That's quite valuable.
It is. It shows a commitment to extensibility beyond just the standard integrations. Their API supports various authentication methods. This open approach allows for complex, tailored automations and data flows. Now, email Octopus. They also connect to third-party apps, but their approach is a bit different. Fewer direct native integrations, more reliance on intermediate platforms I pay, like Zapier.
What are some of their native integrations?
Things like WordPress, they have an official plugin, Sparkloop for referral programs, Pay for newsletter ads, PayHip for e-commerce linking, a smaller, more curated list.
So Zapier is key for them.
Very key. It's the primary way Email Octopus connects to most other web applications. It acts as that bridge. They offer a decent range of Zapier triggers like new contact, email opened, clicked, and actions, add contact, add tag, etc. They also integrate with Make, which is another popular IPS platform.
What about for more technical users? API, webhooks?
Yes, they offer API access, a RESTful API with manageable keys, and webhooks, which let you send real-time notifications about events, like subscribes or unsubscribes, to an external system. So the technical tools are there.
Okay, so summarizing integrations, Aweber feels like the powerhouse with tons of direct connections and strong supported API capabilities. Email Octopus is more reliant on Zapier and Make for broad connectivity, keeping their core platform leaner.
That's a good way to put it. Your choice depends on your existing tools, how comfortable you are using Zapier or Make, and whether you foresee needing complex, custom API work.
Aweber gives you more out-of-the-box options.
Right. Email Octopus's reliance on IPS is strategic. It outsources the complexity of maintaining hundreds of direct connections, helping keep their platform affordable. But it might add an extra layer of complexity and potentially cost if you need lots of connections via Zapier or Make, as those platforms often have their own pricing tiers. 8. Measuring success. Reporting and analytics that drive action.
Right. Measuring success, knowing what's working, what's not, critical stuff. How does Aweber help you understand your performance and actually optimize based on data?
Aweber provides a pretty comprehensive suite of reporting and analytics. They aim for actionable insights, not just raw numbers. You get detailed email metrics, opens, clicks, unsubscribes, bounces, all the basics.
But they go deeper.
Yes. Quick stats for broadcasts and campaigns, but also tracking for web hits and sales resulting from emails. You can see which links were most popular in an email. Direct email sales tracking is a feature, alongside more advanced message analytics.
What about audience growth metrics?
They track new subscribers over time, unsubscribers, total counts, and they provide subscriber location data, country, region, city based on IP, which can be useful for geographical targeting or understanding your audience spread.
And connecting email to actual sales.
That's a key focus. Traffic reports show website visits originating from emails, and that crucial sales report lets you track revenue generated per email. They specifically highlight revenue per email, RPE, and revenue per 1,000 emails, RPME.
How are those calculated?
Basically, revenue divided by the number of emails sent minus bounces. It gives you a standardized way to compare the financial success of different campaigns.
And A/B testing ties into reporting.
Tightly. They have the dedicated A/B testing for emails, split testing for sign-up forms, and, as we mentioned, that built-in A/B testing within workflows. The results feed directly into your analytics.
So they're really trying to close the loop test, measure, optimize, act, not just presenting data dumps.
Exactly. They talk about offering insights and improvement strategies alongside the metrics. You can get account-wide stats for a big picture view, and there's mobile access via their site and a dedicated stats app.
But there's a catch with the free plan again.
Yes, a significant one for analytics. Many of these detailed reporting features, especially the advanced analytics and potentially sales tracking, are not available on the Aweber free plan. You get basic stats, but the deep insights are reserved for paid users.
So advanced analytics is a key differentiator and upgrade incentive for Aweber.
Clearly, if you need deep data insights to scale and optimize, they expect you to pay for it. Now, Email Octopus. They also have a dedicated reporting section. They track these standard key performance indicators, KPIs, open rate, click rate, bounce rate, distinguishing soft and hard bounces, unsubscribe rate, spam complaints, plus list growth rate.
Pretty standard metrics. How's the presentation?
Reports are generated in real time. They use visual charts and graphs to help with interpretation. You can drill down into detailed activity, see exactly who opened, clicked, bounced, etc. And all report data can be exported as a CSV spreadsheet. You can also view the historical activity for individual contacts.
Okay, sounds solid for the basics, but you hinted at a big catch on the free plan regarding historical data.
Yes, and this is really important to understand. It relates to plan-based data retention. On the Email Octopus Starter free plan, your campaign reports are only available for 30 days.
Like 30 days, that seems incredibly short.
It is. It's a major restriction. It completely prevents you from doing any kind of long-term trend analysis. No year-over-year comparisons, not even quarter-over-quarter.
So if you rely on historical data to see what worked last year or track performance over time, you can on the free plan.
Exactly. It makes the free plan fundamentally unsuitable for anyone whose strategy relies on historical performance data. It becomes another powerful incentive to upgrade to the Pro plan, where reports are stored permanently, forever.
Wow. Okay, that's a critical limitation to know about. So, summing up analytics, Aweber offers deeper, more comprehensive insights, especially around sales tracking and integrated A/B testing results, but reserves the best stuff for paid plans. Email Octopus provides the core metrics reliably, but that 30-day data retention limit on the free plan is a huge factor to consider.
Precisely. Match your analytical needs to the platform's capabilities and the plan limitations. Aweber guides users towards action based on data. Email Octopus gives you the essentials, but be very aware of that data retention issue on the free tier. Your ability to grow and optimize is often tied to understanding long-term trends. IX, the user experience, account management and support.
Okay, beyond the features themselves, how easy are these platforms to actually use day to day? And what happens when you need help? Let's talk account management and support, starting with Aweber.
Aweber seems to offer a pretty robust framework here. For support, they advertise 24/7 availability via chat, email, and phone. Having phone support is a significant plus for many users.
The support tiered.
Yes, plus, and unlimited plans get priority support. They also have a comprehensive knowledge base, video tutorials, and an Aweber community forum for peer-to-peer help, and direct access to their customer solutions team.
What about managing the account itself? Plans, team members?
They have the 4 main plans we mentioned. Custom pricing is available for very large lists, over 100K subscribers. For teams, paid plans allow unlimited users, which is great for collaboration.
Different user roles.
Yes, 3 distinct roles. Owner, full control, admin, most control, including billing, and team member, account access, no billing user management. Importantly, adding extra users is not possible on the Aweber free plan. Another clear upgrade point for teams.
Account settings seem standard. Billing, notifications.
Yeah, standard controls. Changing billing info, managing notifications, setting the legally required message address, switching between link accounts if you have multiple. They also mention fast login with Google One Tap for convenience.
You mentioned they help you get started or find professional help.
Yes, 2 key things here. They offer a free account migration service. If you're switching from another provider, they'll help you transfer your data, which can be a huge headache saver.
That's a big value add. And the other thing,
the Aweber Certified Experts Program. This lets you hire vetted professionals who are experts in using Aweber. Great if you need help with strategy, complex setups, or just don't have the time or expertise in-house.
So Aweber's built this whole support ecosystem around the platform. Migration help, expert marketplace. It feels very supportive, especially for less technical users or growing businesses.
It definitely does. It shows a commitment beyond just providing the software. Now, Email Octopus, they also offer a mix of support options. Email support is available to everyone on both plans.
Live chat.
Yes, live chat is available, but again, plan dependent. Starter plan users only get access for their first 30 days. Pro plan users have ongoing access and also receive priority support.
So live chat becomes a paid feature after the first month.
Effectively, yes. They also employ an AI chatbot that uses their knowledge base to answer common questions. Their human support team operates almost 24/7 from London and Vancouver, covering most time zones. But importantly, no phone support.
Okay. Big difference there compared to Aweber.
Yeah.
How about account and plan management?
Very flexible and self-service. Month-to-month contracts, cancel anytime. They offer automatic upgrades if your list grows past your tier limit, but also an option for automatic downgrades if your list shrinks, which is nice for cost optimization.
Payment discounts?
Major credit cards accepted, and they offer a generous 20% lifetime discount for registered nonprofits. Custom plans can be discussed for very large lists, over 500K subs.
Team access?
Starter plan is strictly single user. Pro Plan allows unlimited users, similar to Aweber's paid plans. Email Octopus provides predefined user roles like admin, manager, analyst, accountant for managing permissions.
Okay, so summing up support and usability. Aweber offers more comprehensive multi-channel support, including phone, plus the migration service and expert network. Great for teams needing robust features and potentially more hand-holding. Email Octopus provides focused chat mail support, is very flexible with billing, but limits live chat and team access on the free plan, aligning with its leaner approach.
That's the core difference. Both offer essential support, but Aweber invests more in that holistic ecosystem. Email Octopus keeps it leaner. Your choice depends on your need for direct, 24/7 multi-channel help versus self-service and community support, especially considering team growth and migration needs. Concluding thoughts. Choosing the right tool for your mission.
Okay, after diving deep into this Aweber versus Email Octopus June 2025 comparison, some clear, ideal user profiles emerge, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. Let's crystallize that. Who is Aweber really best for now?
Aweber seems ideal for small businesses and solopreneurs who, yes, want an intuitive interface, but also value having a really comprehensive toolkit.
Yeah.
People who want that AI assistance for content, the built-in e-commerce for direct sales, basically reducing the need to juggle multiple separate tools.
Content creators, too. Especially content creators, yeah. Leveraging that RSS to email automation, the link in bio page.
Yeah.
It streamlines things. And definitely growing businesses or agencies that need the advanced automation, the granular segmentation, multi-user access, and those extensive integrations to really scale things up. Plus, their focus on compliance and deliverability adds peace of mind.
Okay. And Email Octopus, who's their perfect match.
Email Octopus shines for beginners and small businesses who need something simple, affordable, and crucially non-intimidating to just get started with core email marketing.
Removing the overwhelm factor.
Exactly. It's also an excellent choice for budget-conscious creators, bloggers, nonprofits who primarily need a reliable tool for sending emails, building their list, basic communication, without the complexity or higher cost of an all-in-one hub. That straightforward interface is key for them.
So conversely, if you're a really data-driven marketing team, maybe a larger enterprise with super complex needs, Aweber's advanced features, the AI, the workflow testing, e-commerce, seem a better fit.
It seems so, and Email Octopus is quite upfront about that. They explicitly state they're not aimed at those large enterprise use cases because of their deliberate focus on the essentials. It's good they manage expectations there.
Right. So the fundamental trade-off really boils down to breadth versus simplicity.
That's it, exactly. Aweber is striving for that comprehensive, all-in-one platform status, investing heavily in AI, advanced automation, direct monetization. That naturally comes with a bigger feature set and generally a higher price tag for the advanced capabilities.
While Email Octopus offers that exceptional value and ease of use.
By deliberately omitting those complex enterprise-level features, it keeps them affordable. But as we saw, it means functional gaps like no native A/B testing for campaigns and those really strict free plan limitations on things like automation steps and data retention.
It's a calculated decision by both platforms to serve their chosen markets.
Absolutely. There's no single best platform here. It completely depends on your specific needs, your budget, and how you weigh that breadth versus simplicity trade-off.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener, as you're thinking about your next steps in email marketing or maybe reevaluating what you're using now?
Well, maybe consider this. In a world that feels increasingly complex with information overload everywhere, is the most powerful tool always the one with the absolute most features? Or could it be the tool that best empowers you to achieve your specific goals with just enough functionality, just enough support to succeed, even if that means consciously embracing a less is more approach?
That's a really interesting thought. Sometimes the simpler tool that you actually use effectively is better than the complex one that sits gathering dust.
Precisely. It forces you to define what success really looks like for your email marketing.
A great thought to leave everyone with. We really hope this deep dive into Aweber and Email Octopus, digging into those latest June 2025 updates, has given you the clarity you need to make an informed decision for your own business or creative venture.